What's good, guys? M.V.K here, back again. How's everybody doing on their end? And today, guys, we're here to dish out another Patreon request. This time, it comes from one of my Patreon, Jimmy Gibson, and I'm recently tackling Jimmy's second round of requests that he gave to me on Patreon. Jimmy, thank you for your Patreon. I really appreciate it, as always. Keep it coming. I look forward to hearing what else you have for me. But this time, there's been only one video I did for him for his second round of questions, and that was my top 10 anti-heroes in comic book history. I did that for you guys. I had a lot of fun with that. But today, I was thinking, you know what? Don't really need to see me behind the camera. Just my voice would do fine. And this time around, I thought I tackled one of his next request. And basically what Jimmy wanted me to do is, well, here it is. So he says, what my thoughts on what Secret Wars event they will adapt for the movie Avengers Secret Wars, and anyone you hope shows up, including present characters, deceased characters, and characters from pre-Marvel movies. So basically anything like that. So yeah, let's get right into this. So the fact that they announced Secret Wars, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at that. Secret Wars is probably one of those classic Marvel events events that ran from 1984 to 1986. When it first came out, I was 2, and what I said 86. I'm in 85, and by the time it ended, I was 3, pretty much. But I didn't get to read it until the first volume, until I was like 12. And it was written by Jim Shooter, and it was a 12-issue crossover that Marvel did. And pretty much in the original one, the original front was about the Beyonder, the classic character, the Beyonder, who I want to see in the MCU, another powerful cosmic being. And pretty much he was observing, the Marvel Universe, and he was fascinated with the presence of superheroes on Earth and the potential, and he chose a group of heroes and a group of villains and teleported the characters against their will to Battle World. And from there we know the story. Basically, he wanted to see what was stronger. Was evil stronger, or was good? And we saw that also in the Spider-Man cartoon, and that was fine, and it was a good story. This is also where we saw Peter get the symbiote. Now, let's start with that. Would I want to see Peter get the symbiote? And if Spider-Man is in the Avengers, hopefully he is, I doubt we'll see him get the symbiote costume. But what would I want? There have been several Secret Wars. That's the issue. That's the thing. I think there have been like five Secret Wars. There was Secret Wars 2 that came out later, but it was more like a tie-in that pretty much was written by Stephen Englehart, and it was only in like Fantastic Four. It was only in the Fantastic Four comics. It was in I believe Fantastic Four 318 and 319, and I knew there was another story that was similar to it. That was written by Dwayne McDuffie, and it was called Beyond, and the Beyonder once again transported heroes and villains to battle on Earth again. There was I believe there was something involving Deadpool, but there have been other Secret Wars. I remember them being other ones. Before there was another Secret Wars that revolved around what did it revolve around? It revolved around Spider-Man, Luke Cage, Captain America, Wolverine, Daredevil, and Black Widow. And pretty much these heroes were put together, and they were pretty much, the idea was Nick Fury chose these 6 heroes to go and overthrow Latveria. And even though I believe it failed, they even had them in, this was the first time we saw Luke Cage in a costume. And basically Nick Fury wiped their memory of it until a couple of people started remembering a battle that they don't remember. And at that point, that was where Wolverine, was still reeling from memory loss. He still didn't know all his memory. And at that time, don't fuck with Wolverine's memory, his head. That was something you just don't do. And he was very much, pissed off about that. The first acknowledgement of this Secret Wars was when one of Dr. Doom's assistant, Val Doom, I think I'm forgetting her name, the cyborg, she attacked Luke Cage in his apartment and was able to knock Luke Cage out and put him in the hospital. And this was the first time, and while in the hospital, people were trying to get syringes into his arm, and Captain America had to tell him, no, you're not going to get a syringe in him. So he was telling him the needle has to be made of adamantium so you can pierce the skin. So stuff like that. It was a real cool story. I actually liked that. It was different, but what I feel they may adapt, Jimmy, the Secret Wars. Literally, what I think they really will adapt it. What I really think they're going to adapt is Hickman's run of the Secret Wars that came out in 2015, where pretty much Jonathan Hickman and Asaya Ribic, they ran that storyline throughout their Avengers run called Time Runs Out. And pretty much it involved the Marvel Universe with other alternate universes, including the Ultimate Universe. They were about to collide, and it was the main Marvel Universe, Ultimate Universe, and I believe the 2099 Universe. I forget what designated number that's called. They formed Battle World, and in that world also, if I remember correctly, Dr. Doom was basically was God in a sense. He had the power of God. If I remember correctly, it was similar like that. If I remember, I haven't read that story in a long time, but it involved that. It was also the destruction of certain, universes. If I remember correctly, this is also the reason why. This is also the reason why Miles Morales is now in the 616 universe, and they're all his friends, his family, and they've been incorporated. Their lives have been incorporated into the 616 universe. I have a strong belief this is where they're going to take elements from. Maybe a world they're going to do. I feel they're going to do Battle World. Nope, they're going to do that. No problem. They're going to do Battle World, but I don't believe they'll do the kind of the original take of the Secret Wars where it's good versus evil. If they do, that'd be cool too. Like I said, the Beyonder would be cool to have in that, but I still feel it will center more around Hickman's run of Hickman's Secret Wars that came out 2015. You talk about characters. You talk about present characters. I'm sure the characters that we all saw, that we all been getting to know as of late, will appear. They're gonna do anything they can to make everybody appear in this. If not, I wouldn't. They need to go all out, in a sense, go all out. But I also feel this will also include the Fantastic Four, because this comes out after Fantastic Four, so we're definitely going to see them. I wouldn't be shocked if this is truly how you really execute the X-Men. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see them in that. Deceased characters you talk about. I would be remiss in saying that Wanda's gonna come back. There's no way she's not dead. She's dead. No body, she ain't dead. That's always been my motto. If you don't see the body, she ain't dead. And I would love to see Elizabeth Olsen come back, because I really do like her as Wanda. She has really made that character her own. But I would love to see her back. But I honestly would love to see Quicksilver back. I feel Marvel there's not enough speedsters in the MCU. We need more speedsters. And the original speedster died in his first appearance, his only appearance technically. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. Now, in terms of will we see characters from pre-Marvel universe, that would be interesting. Like, you're talking about, like, will we see like Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider, or Wesley Snipes Blade, or the return of I have a feeling we may see Toby and Andrew come back as their Spider-Mans, and I wouldn't be surprised if we would see, maybe I would love to see Emma Stone come as Ghost Spider from a different alternate universe. Use the multiverse. So I would love to see her, basically come as Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider from her universe. I think she would have so much fun doing that. I really would. It would be really cool. Maybe even see that, like, we'll see Emma Stone and she pulls the mask off. It's like, I'm Gwen, but just not from that universe. I mean, Secret Wars is supposed to come out 2026. Emma Stone I believe she's 6 years younger than me, or 6 years younger than me, or so. No, not 6. I think she's 5 or 3. Because how old is she? I think she's in her early 30s. So I could see her coming back as that. I wouldn't mind seeing. Who else would I wouldn't mind seeing? Maybe no, actually I would mind seeing maybe one member of the Fantastic Four, pre-Marvel Universe Fantastic Four. I wouldn't mind seeing Chris Evans return, but he comes back as Johnny Storm, because he would be up for that. I wouldn't mind seeing somewhere down the line, maybe the Surfer. I don't know. Just, they're characters that can be incorporated into this, and that's how you get it. But I do feel that will be where they will take the chunk of the Secret Wars. If it's not, because at the end because what comes before that? It's Avengers Secret War and Avengers Kang Dynasty. So if they may have Kang play a big role in the Secret Wars instead of Doctor Doom, and that, I don't know, would I feel that would be a good place to incorporate Doctor Doom? I don't know. But I feel that Doom is gonna be. I feel that. Basically all the characters that have been around as of late, the ones that we have been seeing, they're all gonna come. But I have this feeling that Kang is gonna be the main villain, but still take a chunk of Hickman's run. I just feel that is where I feel that that's where it's gonna go. I could be wrong, but in the other way I could be right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I am excited to see where they go, but I feel that Hickman's run of Secret Wars is going to be used as the center, unless, because we have no clue who is directing it. I don't think they said who's directing it. According to IMDb, Michael Waldron is going to be the writer, is credited as the writer, and IDB also has the cast, and I'm not sure if that's going to be the full cast, but yeah, I can see all these characters that they're showing. Cassie, Kang, Thor, Doc, Doctor Strange, Hulk, Shang-Chi, Riri Williams, Cap, America Chavez. I think America Chavez would be perfect to return here. Ms. Marvel, Wong, I'm sure there's going to be others, but maybe even the new Black Panther, whoever she is, because that's a female, I'll know for sure. But yeah, I feel that, and I wouldn't mind seeing other versions of characters in there. But who knows? But the main gist is, Jimmy, you wanted to know what are my thoughts on the Secret Wars events. I'm fine with that. I felt like this was building up to that event. There's still some great Marvel story arcs that I want to see adapted, but when it came to old school Marvel events, Secret Wars is up there. I want Kevin to hire the Russo brothers, because they said that's the movie they would want to come back for, the Russos. So bring them back. Then you also asked me what would they adapt it for. I just told you, more of Hickman's run instead of the original run. And the people I hope are present, mostly everybody that's been brought into the MCU as of now and of late. Deceased characters, I gave you pretty much who I really want, and that's pretty much Quicksilver. I know some people say no Cap. Look, I don't think Cap's dead. They keep saying he's gone, but he wasn't dead. Once again, we didn't see a body either, so he ain't dead. And there was one other character I should have mentioned. It would be cool to see from an alternate universe. Maybe in that universe, Betty became Red She-Hulk or so, and it actually is Liv Tyler come back to play Red She-Hulk. That'd be cool. I would like that. But in the meantime, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Fine. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, brother. Thank you, Jimmy, for that question. I check off 2 now. I got 2 more to go for your second round. I look forward to your next round. But thank you, as always, Jimmy, for your patience. And I will see you guys next time with more. And if you care to join the Patreon or just want to look at it, don't have to join. Go check it out. The link in the description down below. You go check out there and look and see. Maybe there's a tier that suits you. I'm not forcing anybody. I never force anybody. If you But if you've been riding, you rode with the pack and rode with me and enjoyed my content, all my geekiness and just being who I am, and appreciate that, I would appreciate it too, because the Patreon, what I do with it also goes back to you guys and at the end of the day. And so, but thank you so much, guys. I will see you guys next time. Yeah, as always, deuces.